Someone told me once that my generation is the most godless, the most toxic, the most out of pocket. They call us pretentious prophets, not quite demonic, still far from apostolic. They did the optics and concluded that we would be the ones to fail while they tell tales of the golden years. But I think their fear is that the era is turning, and to them it seems that we're unlearning the old ways, because new journeys oftentimes forces us to break away from tradition, and as a result there's so much tension between the generations, the greater the distance. That's why I think the elders have a tendency of belittling our brilliance, calling our callings careless, ridiculing our resolve in an attempt to paint themselves as ceiling instead of foundation. But we stop questioning where we stand. We know our names. So call us what we are, a generation of dreamers, often called unachievers, often by our life givers, life breathers, drowned by our first teachers and leaders. Limitation is a legacy curse, because at birth every child be a universe till they shrink them back down to earth. They say that it's cool to imagine galaxies, but the realities be a bit more complex, especially with your complexion. The life lesson: even if you got wings, that devil called gravity always gonna keep pressing, but at the same time they be stressing no weapon formed will prosper, not knowing that some of the weapons come in the form of mothers and fathers. Our first teachers and leaders seek to lead us to purpose, but these generational curses always cycle our dreams back to hearses, deafening our ears to destiny. So we can't blame our parents for the lack of clarity, because life ain't always been clear for them either. I guess that's why they always look at us like strange creatures, asking questions like, man, how you gonna make money like that? Don't you want to do something more realistic? Maybe work a good job with dental, other health benefits. Don't you want to think about retirement? What about your kids and spouse? Don't you want to put them in a nice house, a community with some gates? They say, baby, you can be great, but we just want you to play it safe. And to that I say, who's ever changed the world from a comfortable spot? And who's ever really lived life inside of a pine box respectfully? We grew up watching you wrestle with life for your treasures, so we know it'll be tough, but you ain't got to clutch your pearls when you're a diamond in the rough. Our value can't be measured by occupation or money. And I ain't saying there's anything wrong with a 9-to-5, but that just ain't for me. I believe that all things are possible because of God and you, the forerunners before me. Dr. Angelo said that I am a human being and nothing that is human can be alien to me, which is to say we've seen peasants go from poverty to palace, so why not me? How you gonna teach us about the cities and not expect us to be free? How you gonna teach us about your sacrifices and not expect us to be revolutionary? We grew up consuming courage so you can feed that cowardice to the maggots. Respectfully, when it's our time to eat, we'll set our own table, label us Generation Rebellion, Heavis and Hellion. You gotta raise a little flame if you want to melt off them chains, because I ain't trying to reign for one season. I'm trying to plant some seeds and raise sons. I'm trying to mold multitudes. I'm trying to part some daughters, and I ain't finna barter my dreams or sell my crown. I'm trying to teach the next generation hope so I can pass the royalties down, because I'm courageous enough to believe I'm great, and I got the audacity to walk it out every day, so you can cut the damnation, doubt, and chains. And next time you address us, make sure you call us by name. A Gen Z walked up to me the other day, told me his dreams, but he had a hard time reaching, had a hard time getting closer. He needed somewhere firm to stand, so I gave him my shoulders. Ain't that what the generation's supposed to do? Ain't that what we supposed to do? Build bridges, not barriers.